Hey everybody, Jason here at Brett's Brick Builds. This episode we have the LEGO Technic collection. Got the Monster Jam Grave Digger. It's one of the pullback action ones. Kit number 42219, Monster Jam Grave Digger. 263 listed pieces, available now. We got the old split. It's got a V8, 666 inches long, 168 centimeters. 12,000 pounds or 5,443 kilograms. Then we got like the cold on one side and the heat on the other. Also expecting a lot of decals, which I'm not really pleased about, but I've accepted it and we're gonna move forward. So let's go ahead here and see. Packaging we have. Heavy on the glue on this one. Always remember to cut toward yourself, kids. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just go in here. There we are. Looks like we got plastic bags in this one. Again, just no, whatever we want to say, no consistency between plastic or the paper. Not even numbers on these bags. There's our pullback mechanism. We've got 4 tires. Here our decal sheet. Honestly, not as bad as I thought. I thought these were going to be a little more split, and I was glad to see that these are, what do you want to say, one piece. I don't have to try to center up and even some of these. I mean, it's going to be, it's going to be, however it comes out. But 4 tire. Box is empty. Set that over there. Got our construction book. I'm going to set the tires off screen here, or maybe partially off screen depending on how everything is set up. And then I'm going to open, kind of got to open all the bags because it's not really saying, bag 1 or 2 or anything. So we will get our bags open here, and I'm going to put the wheels also off camera over by the tires so we don't, let's face it, on this channel there's enough times I've had to go floor diving to try to retrieve round objects that have rolled off the table. So hopefully okay. One more little bag here. And one more bag of rounds and semi-rounds. We will set these off camera on the floor there, but not throw them out, because we never throw them out until we're done, because we've had to go back in at times to retrieve pieces that we thought we were done with. So we've got our mechanism here. We're going to go with a couple of half studs, Technic studs. There and there, I believe. And we have 45. And one of the long studs there. It's coming in from the far side, going through the second hole. Stud here. Then we have a gray there. It's going to go, it's at the front in that direction. And then we have the blues going there, and another blue going right here that way. And we got one of these suckers, another long blue is going in the second hole there. Right above there. We should have, there it is. I said we should have another one, and we do. So that's a good sign. Another one of the gray out the side types. Stud. And again, it doesn't matter. I'll put them both going the same way. I'm difficult like that. I am so old. I remember back when I was a little kid, there was this place called Gravel-Rama in Miami Town, Ohio. And we went when I was a little kid, and we saw, my uncle took me and saw Bigfoot, and I think it was USA 1 was another one of the, but anyway, it was so long ago that was when they were actually still based on trucks. Like, they weren't like they are now. There's nothing, I think, other than like the GM logo or whatever. I don't think there's anything that's stock on those trucks now. But way back a long time ago, kids, there was they actually did start life as an actual truck at that time. So that was a long time ago. There's the one I'm looking for. Make sure that that's it, and it is. Okay, so I'm coming through here from this side, and then going with that being flush, even there, however you want to say. And then I have a longer red. It goes right there. It's going through. Now I'm going to leave it about even with that. Lego's not really telling me how far it has to go through, but I'm just going to use that as a general guide right now. So we'll see. It's too short, so we need a longer piece, and I believe it's one of the, it is. And we should have a collar. It's going to go here. And we'll make it flush, and then we'll put the collar piece on as it is showing us. This is coming through on this side. It's going to go through here. This is going to go through here. See, you got to line up 3 holes at the same time, and sometimes it is a little difficult, but I think we're okay. And we have another 2x2 blues, or 1x2 blues with 2 holes in them. Use this to kind of get this to push flush again. I think we're good there now. Collar here. minor sub-assembly. I need one of these. Okay, so I've got two of the black studs going here and here. And then I have another one of the black number 4. It's going to go through there, and I'm going to do the same thing I did. I'm going to bring it flush with those there. So there's nothing telling me to do that. I'm just seems right, so I'm going with that. And of course, it's Lego. We got to adjust something. We can adjust something. That's not a big deal. And then 2 more black studs going out of the other side. So this is obviously going to be something to help center up some stuff. 2 of the long blue pins. And this is going here like this. It's going to have to go. I can see those 2 holes, and there's this. I'm going to say that it's going through there like that, because that's really about our only option. And this guy with the blue. Now on that side. There. Again, we've got to line up that lower one, get everything all even. I think that looks pretty good. We've got, I think these wind up being the exhaust pipes. Again, I'm guessing, but from what I saw in the picture on the box, I believe these are the exhaust pipes. I need 2 black, bigger cylinder. Here's one. And here's another one. Okay. So we're doing this 2 times. There. Okay. There. There. Exhaust pipes, they can kind of twist so we can get them positioned later on. Yellow, just gonna go, it's going where? This is going that way. It's going right through the middle. It'll be roughly centered. And a gray L shape, 90. Here. And then it's going to go into there. Yes, that way. Okay. I think that's just like a torque arm to keep it from the whole thing wanting to lift. Reaction arm, torque arm, torque arm, whatever you may choose to call it. If you're hearing this video and you don't hear a barking dog, it means I was able to edit it out. If you hear a barking dog, know that in my heart of hearts, I tried my best to remove it, but it just would not. I just could not get it out. So, okay. We have this. It's going to go there. And then this is going to go through. And we're on to like a sub thing again. kind of there. Let's see, and we've got wide 1x3, then another one of the narrow 1x3s. Let's get that evened out again. Okay. There we go. And then we've got a really short or I mean one of the short gray ones here. Here we are. Go through there. That. This is going this side. Boy, that is just barely kind of on there, but okay. Just lined up there. Okay. That's going to go through, and then we're going to do the same one of these on this side. Okay. And then another of the tan quarter slash push-in pins on the other side. So set this here because we're on to something else. There we go. And then we need one of these and one of these. That's going to go there because there's really only one way it can go. Excellent. And now we've got a long yellow. Got one of these yoke pieces. Another black stud piece and another of the hole slash square. So we are going here. Okay. That's going to go this way through there. And this is going to push all the way through like that. And this is coming back here. And this is going through this way. And we're going to go with a collar right here. Not even playing around. Like collar right there. Okay. One of the side studs. Two more of the black pins. And the black pin's going to go here. It's going to skip one there. And then we're going in here on this side with this one. Okay. Stud out the side. And this one's here. Nope. One too high. I want to go in there. There we go. Okay. This one. Make this piece here. And then that's going to go here. gray going through there. Okay. And we are folding this up like that. Now we're making a sub assembly, a couple of these yellows. And then this should be the last yellow there like that. Both these guys through there. That is coming through, and that's going to go here. And this is going to go there. As I am reading it, as I am seeing what's happening. So hopefully we're doing okay. We have like the flag type, I call it a flag. Quartered one of the black pins, actually two of the black pins. All right, and there's another one. Okay. So we have that, and then we have our first decal. So this decal number 7, which is right here. This is a little exciting here. We got to try to get her pretty centered. That didn't work. I was seeing if I took it into a little less light, if it centered better for me, but it did not. That's about as good as it's going to get with a person of my skill level. I had somebody ask the other day, they've seen people using the, what do you call it, the piece separator to use it as a sticker applier, and I just like the tweezers better. I feel like it's I have a little more control with the tweezers, so that's what I stick with. This is going to go here and push all the way to there. Spacer and collar lock. Then we have another one of the grays. And this time we need a shorty collar, another pin, and a blue. And then that's going to go this way. Here. Of course, I ate and my stomach is growling like crazy, but if you watch this channel for any period of time, you know that is kind of how it happens. So this guy is going to, holy cow, we got to do this twice, and it's got to go over 3 pins and line everything up. That dog will not shut up. And again, if I get it edited and everything's done, and at the end you're like, what dog is he talking about? And you can kind of discuss amongst yourselves on if I'm in my right mind or not. Centered guys. He's here. Well, he's here like this, and then the dark gray is going all the way through there. Go. Ooh. Short spacer here. Short spacer, one on each side. Okay. This is here, and the gray is going to go right behind that red. Okay. Now we have fender have decal number 11. Yes, number 11. It's showing it as being pretty far up there. That was sketchy for a minute, folks. That was really still not great, but it's not. It's like it was coming off the edge of the piece before. We're okay now. That's just the edge of the flash I'm actually feeling from the part. Okay. This is going here, and that's going to go over to here. There we are. Brown and a collar. This is saying third hole. 1, 2, 3, 4. This piece here. One of these guys, a long blue stud. A lot of studs in this kit. So we are there. We are a long ways. Again, I'm going to roughly center it and set it. That one's that, okay. Next page. Got another 90 and another black stud. Black stud here, this is like that. It's going there. Okay. Long blue. Oh, I see. So we got another 90 is going to go here, and then a long blue is going out that side like that. Okay. Again, pretty much centered up. And then we have what? We've got one of these guys. Another black stud there. Or axle, quad axle. It's got 4 sides. And 1 blue. So what are we doing here? Yeah. Sometimes I do this thing where it's like I can read backwards letters and stuff pretty easy because I used to have to do for a job I had. Used to have to do this, like they call it, you know, like metal etching. But back in the old days, the CAD prints I used to do, I used to have to print them backwards so that they were the positive image when they came out. And instead of flipping it back and forth each time to read it, you just kind of get where you start to. This is like that. Okay. Instead of flipping it back and forth each time, you just kind of get where you can start reading stuff backwards. Put that through there. I think we're good. So we have a blue 90. Blue 90 and then another black 90 piece. It's like this. Yeah, and that's going to go here. No, that's not right. That can't be. Oh yeah, that can be. Okay. So we're like that. So far, I think. And we have another gray 90, blue. Here. That's going to go through there and on there. And this is all going to push together. Get that pushed up so it's centered, kind of. So I think good there, like that. Yes. Another of the black 5-hole deals in the blue. Go around all of those. Again, lining up 2 holes to 3 holes. Push to there, there. There we go. Okay. Grays are going on each side. Here. This one here. And we've got number 8 and number 9. Get this decal's giving me a little bit of trouble. There it is, coming off. Get it so we can, first off, get it so you can see what's going on. Okay. See roughly how long we are. Try to keep it. Pretty centered there. Pretty good, pretty good. Not perfect. I'm worried when I get this other one on, it's going to really make how straight that one is not very obvious, but let's see. Get them where they are. Roughly the same space on there, and that's, I'm going to call that okay, because it's close enough. Now we have this. We've got 4 studs we're going to put on this thing as I knock stuff around. So here, here, and this one is going to go here, this side, and we have another decal number 10. 10 here. We're going to come from this direction so that I can see. Just think it looks looks good if the front is lined up really well. Now I have one on the other side with a blue. So we're going to be here. This. Pretty good. So I worked with a guy who used to say, I think it's this one here. Worked with a guy who used to say, if it looks good from the street on a galloping horse, it's okay. Which is a interesting saying, but I understood exactly what he was saying when he was saying it. Okay. Okay, that piece through there. This is coming. Remember this piece? Flashback. This is going to go through the bottom. I think that's really all. It's going to be like the hood section there. Okay. We have a collar. It's going to go on the brown piece that we have there. Then we're coming over here. And I'm going to put this one on before I put it on there because this is kind of going to go over the fender a little bit. So we have the blue here. Really close to the beginning edge. So that's where I'm going to put it, like the red one. We're going to say that's pretty good. And that's going to go here and here. Okay. See, I was kind of under there. I didn't think I could get that in there reliably like I would have wanted to. So now we have these two yellow guys. One of the red stud pin. One of the headlighty things. And then one of these things. So we're going through there. Side. And then yeah, okay, there's really only one way it can go. All right, I can do that. That's on there, locking all that together. Now we're going to do the same with a blue. A blue. So we have a blue. It's interesting, I guess they don't make this in the yellow, so they kind of use a black over on that side. This stud piece, and then two more of the blues. So it becomes like, okay, let's see here. Stud there. Good. Next page. I don't know what I was hung up on there for, but we're okay now. This is the rear. This is this. So this gets flipped upside down. These two holes go through here. I haven't been building off camera. I didn't look at my camera setup for a while. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm gonna do 2 of these. Then we have 2 studs. Those are going in the middle and in the middle. There we are. Another one on the other side. We're really just tying a whole bunch of stuff together here. That's what we've got. Upside down, this back that way, and then we have a spacer, and then we have one of these and a black stud. And that's going to go on here, pushing that way. Are a red 1 by 1, and then a blue with this pushed semi in but not all the way through, which tells me we're going to lock it together. And then we are what, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. We are 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. That. It's going to come over here and go all the way on the front. This piece is going to go onto here. It's going to go through there. And then at the back, we are coming up here. So we're lining up a lot of pins at once here. Pretty good. We're going to push this in, lock that together. Now we're up the front again. One of these. And then a black yoke again and out the front there. There we go. Okay. All right. So this is going to be the mount for the front bumper, I believe. We're putting these 2 studs into place, so when we put the front bumper in, we just shove these down and they line up every time. Yep. Going here and here. That one in. Now this one I got pushed down just a touch. There we go. Touch too much. Now it's good. We're still upside down. 2 studs and a collar. And here we're at a collar here. Makes sense because there's one on the other side. And then there's a stud here, which makes sense because there's one on the other side. And then there's a stud going here. And we got one of these T dealies. It's gonna, again, locking 3 pins together. That's going on there. Okay, so we got, all right, we're doing this twice, so we're doing 2 of these. One of these and one of these. And then we have 2 of these. There we go. And then 2 of the black studs, or whatever you want to call them, quartered shafting. building here. I don't know if this is supposed to be like the headers coming off of there, running into the exhaust. Yeah, no, it's going back that way, and that's coming. This is like this. Talk amongst yourselves as I work this out for myself. What's going on? That is on the blue and gray. Okay. All right, both of them on there. Last gray of the 1x7 hole ones. Maybe this is actually supposed to be representing more suspension now, because this doesn't actually have activated suspension or real working suspension on it. I think this is just showing where the suspension would be, or showing the roll cage, basically. Sometimes you got to drop it through there to make sure everything's okay. Here and here. There we go. All right. Red and a blue. There. And then a blue and a blue. It's going to go here. Timeout. Sorry about that. I know you guys couldn't hear that, but I could hear. Sound of somebody knocking on my door. And they were going to continue knocking. So I got up and was like, what's the deal? Alright, so these are going to go through here. And then this one's going through here. Okay, then we've got there we go. All right. Then we have this, and it's going to go. We flipped it back over again. I was losing my mind. All right. On this side now. Okay. Two of these dealies. 5 of the black studs. 8 of the red ones. Holy cow. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here and here. And then we're going to have these back out the sides. 3 and 4. There we go. Okay. Put that on one. Wait a minute, it's only really. Oh, it's because it was the other 90. I had the wrong 90. Okay. This 90. See, it's Lego. It's a problem. Just take it back apart. Okay. And this is going to go here. Way back there. There we are. Okay. This guy. 2 of the black pins. This fella. These gray guys. And now we are ready. There. There. Here, and then winds up one forward. I guess this is going to be like the represent the cab of the truck. Three guys and one of the long balloons. There, and then that pushes into the first step. Put this on here. It's going to go all the way through there. And then this one is going to come down. That's really only one spot I can go. It has to go like right there. Yep. There we go. That stud sticking out. Then we have this guy. 2 of the red fellas here, here, and then we've got the grave digger, the number 4. There it is. Kind of, it ain't great, but it's kind of weird because the top part's nice and even, then the bottom is kind of at an angle. Weird. Then we have. I'm looking at here. 2 grays, a black, and a blue. Okay. Gray here. Gray here, black, and a blue. That's going to go here and here. And there. Still really weird the way that the top is even and lined up and the bottom is not. We can dwell on it all we want, but it is the way it is. So here we've got these 2 guys here and here, and at the bottom 1 here, 1 there. this is going to go on there. Like that. Now I got to get the decal on, but I wanted a little more holding space. I think I'm actually going to go from the other side to maybe put that on something at the bottom. These are a little tricky. Decals on Technic are like doubly tricky. I am way too far back. Try that again. I think that's pretty good. That's pretty good. And that's going on back here. Can't go. Oh, looks as though I passed a step somewhere that was going. It should already be on there. Now I can go put that up. There we go. Okay. Spin her around. And we've got one of these. I gotta be honest, I don't see where it's there. It is. It's going right there. I didn't see it for a second. Then they had the green highlight, so we're good. We're good. Okay. One of these guys. The black 1x2s. Another one of these. And then two of the black studs. So black stud there. This guy can really kind of go one way. Here. There we are. Okay, so now we have, make sure I got the right 90. Another one of these guys. There, and then this one is going in at the bottom, and it's going to get locked in once we go this side. So we have the A pillar pieces going in. So we can get this bottom one lined up. There it is. Okay. We have this piece. So I get a couple of the reds. This side, and there's going to be a couple of the grays over on this side. This side, these are both black. Graveyard scene again. Pretty good. Pretty good. I call that a good enough. That's going to come up here. Right on there, just like the opposing side. We have the final this guy here. Yeah, I did do. Okay. Again, Lego, we got to pull this apart because this is this piece goes here. This one goes here. See, other channels would edit this out. We don't have the scent. I mean, we don't. We don't do it that way. Now this is going to go in here again. So that goes back, and then this is at the bottom. There we go. Now our decal. Spun that sticker around every way except for the way I wanted it. It's pretty good, actually. Not bad. I could complain, but it wouldn't do any good. Two roof pieces going on here, and those are both on wrong. So one to go about there they are. Now we'll do these two decals this way. Grave digger one with the flames coming on the back is at the front. Again. I'll call that pretty good. And then going this way. Second one in the rear. Not bad. Not perfect, but not bad. So we're going to call that a win. That was our last decal. We've got two of the tires. Got the more industrial side looking out. Tread pattern going that way, tread pattern that way, tire. Okay. Because a while back I built one of the Monster Truck City kits, and I didn't realize till after the build that the tires were directional and the wheels and all. So if this is on that side going forward, this is on that. This should make sense. Here. Same here, only with the blues. So tread pattern, tread pattern. Tires going on this way. Those on. Get this on. I wish I knew the backstory on the split scheme paint job. I just can't say as my monster truck knowledge is all up to date. Tires going the right direction now. What have I done? I did all that and then I managed to still put the blue side on backwards. Unbelievable. Okay. How I did that. Okay. So this is here and this is like that. That should go that way. See? You guys gotta yell at me. You gotta yell at me when stuff's going sideways, because I just get on a pattern and I just start going. Okay, there. Flip this one around. Oh, we are going to put the four collars on the wheels. So I wondered if we were gonna, and we are. Want to roll it off the table, landing on my shorts. I mean actual like athletic shorts, not like skivvy. So, spares going up that way. Have them. Nice motion. Pull back. Take a look at her. Plan view. The hot side view, I guess we'll call it, the flame side. In front. Fire and ice. With the ice side. And the rear, not really much going on in the rear. They could have dressed that up a little bit with something maybe, but there we have it. So that was LEGO Technic kit number 42219, Monster Jam Gravedigger from the Monster Jam Gravedigger Pullback Technic collection. 263 listed pieces available now for your fun, your building enjoyment. We'll be back soon with some more new builds and reviews, and we hope to see you then.